2100 hours. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Ali Ahmed. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has expressed resolve to provide job opportunities to youth, alleviate poverty and control inflation through prudent economic policies. Foreign Minister has warned that some powers do not want peace in Afghanistan and are conspiring against Afghan peace process. Pakistan and Morocco have agreed to further deepen bilateral cooperation in myriad fields. Kashmiri Women's Resistance Day was observed today to pay tribute to the struggle of survivors of mass rape and torture in Kunan and Pushpura villages of the held territory. Special Assistant on Information has expressed regret that rights of minorities are being violated in India under Hindutva policies of Modi-led regime. In the 7th match of Pakistan Super League, Lahore Qalandars have set a victory target of 183 runs for Islamabad United at Qaddafi Stadium in Lahore. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan has expressed government's resolve to provide job opportunities to youth, alleviate poverty and control inflation through prudent economic policies. Addressing the inaugural ceremony of Spring Tree Plantation campaign titled Forest Restoration in Kundiya area of district Miawali today, he said the revived Kundiya forest would provide job opportunities as human resource would be required to guard, water and nurture the plants. Imran Khan said the government will provide 6 million health cards to people across Punjab, out of which 5 million cards have already been issued. He said the government will provide interest-free loans to 80,000 people per month, while 50,000 scholarships will be provided to undergraduate students every year. Shedding light on significance of plantation, Imran Khan said the government is planning to introduce a subject of tree plantation in curriculum across the country. Meanwhile, addressing the annual convocation of Namal University in Miawali, the Prime Minister reaffirmed government's commitment to reform education system to put the country on road to progress and prosperity. In his address on the occasion, UAE Minister for Tolerance Sheikh Nahyan Mubarak Al Nahyan said strong relations of friendship, brotherhood and cooperation exist between Pakistan and UAE in all spheres of life. He expressed the hope that these relations will further flourish under the Prime Minister Imran Khan's strong and enlightened leadership. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi says Pakistan is hopeful for success of peace deal between the United States and Afghan Taliban, which would be signed on 29th of this month in Doha. Talking to media persons in Multan today, he said Pakistan made sincere efforts in bringing the US and Taliban on the negotiation table for establishing peace in war-torn areas of Afghanistan. The Foreign Minister said Pakistan always convinced the world that there is no military solution of Afghan issue and it could only be resolved through dialogue. He said some powers do not want peace in Afghanistan and they are conspiring against peace process by disturbing law and order through bomb blasts in the country. Shah Mahmood Qureshi said such powers are spoilers and there is need to avoid and foil their nefarious designs. Responding to a question, he said the incumbent government brought the Kashmir issue in the limelight at the UN Security Council meeting after 5 decades. The issue was also taken up at different forums including the US Congress and House of Commons. The Foreign Minister said India cannot succeed in its nefarious designs to push Pakistan into blacklist of Financial Action Task Force. Pakistan and Morocco have agreed to further deepen bilateral cooperation in myriad fields, including security cooperation, joint training, and counter-terrorism domain. An understanding to this effect came during Army Chief General Qamar Javed Bajwa's meetings with Moroccan Minister Abdul Latif Loudiai and Inspector General of Royal Armed Forces General Abdul Fattah Lourak in Morocco. During the meetings, matters pertaining to mutual interest, bilateral defense, security cooperation, and regional peace and stability were discussed. Talking to them, the army chief said Pakistan has and will always stand with Morocco even in the most difficult times. Later speaking at Royal College of Higher Military Education in Morocco, the army chief shared his views on emerging security environment and its challenges, security situation in the region, and Pakistan's contributions in war against terrorism. He said Pakistan, being the frontline country against terrorism, rendered sacrifices and contributions against the global menace for a peaceful region and world. This is Radio Pakistan. Kashmiri Women's Resistance Day is being observed today on both sides of the line of control. Every year since 2014, the day is commemorated as Kashmiri Women's Resistance Day, inspired by the struggles of the survivors of mass rape and torture in the twin villages of Kunan and Pushpara in occupied Kashmir. The 3 decades-long struggle of the survivors from Kunan and Pushpara is a part of the larger ongoing struggle in occupied Jammu and Kashmir against the institutionalized and structural violence of the Indian state in the region. In a tweet on Kashmiri Women's Resistance Day, Prime Minister Imran Khan urged the world community, especially women, to become voice of resilient Kashmiri women for peace in occupied Kashmir. In a tweet, he said Indian forces have committed war crimes against women in Indian-occupied Jammu and Kashmir for 7 decades. Imran Khan said their sufferings have multiplied after 5th of August siege by Modi government. Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Information and Broadcasting, Dr. Firdaus Ashikawan, says Pakistan will never leave people of occupied Kashmir alone in struggle for their basic rights. Talking to newsmen on occasion of PTI convention in Lahore this afternoon, she said that durable peace is impossible to achieve in the region without a just solution of Kashmir issue as per wishes of Kashmiri people. She said today is the day against the Indian aggression against people of occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The leading US daily, The Washington Post, has termed the decisions of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi directed to make a Hindu nation. In an article, Meena Ahmed, a freelance journalist, said in August last year he revoked the limited autonomy granted to Kashmir and later amended India's Citizenship Act to discriminate explicitly against Muslims. The article says Hindu mobs under his watch in Godhra massacred nearly 2,000 Muslims over several days in 2002. It says there was enough suspicion about Modi's role that he was denied a US visa until 2014 when he became Prime Minister. In Turkey, 9 people, including 3 children, were killed and 25 others injured after a 5.7 magnitude earthquake hit Van province, bordering Iran today. Turkish Interior Minister Süleyman Soylu said that some other people were believed to be trapped under the rubble. He said search and rescue efforts are underway. And in the 7th match of Pakistan's Super League at Qazafi Stadium in Lahore, chasing target of 183, Islamabad United were 5 for 2 in 2 overs. Earlier, Lahore Qalandars scored 182 for the loss of 6 wickets in allotted 20 overs. Mohammad Hafiz smashed 98 runs and remained not out. In another match of the mega event at Karachi, Quetta Gladiators beat Karachi Kings by 5 wickets. Batting first, Karachi Kings scored 156 for the loss of 9 wickets. In reply, Quetta Gladiators achieved their victory target of 157 in 19 overs for the loss of 5 wickets. Azam Khan of Quetta Gladiators, who scored 46 runs, was declared man of the match. And finally, the weather. Mainly dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while cold in upper parts during the next 24 hours. To end the news, once again the headlines. Prime Minister has expressed resolve to provide job opportunities to youth, alleviate poverty and control inflation through prudent economic policies. Foreign Minister has warned that some powers do not want peace in Afghanistan and are conspiring against Afghan peace process. Pakistan and Morocco have agreed to further deepen bilateral cooperation in myriad fields. Kashmiri Women's Resistance Day was observed today to pay tribute to the struggle of survivors of mass rape and torture in Kunan and Pushpara villages of the held territory. Special Assistant on Information has expressed regret that rights of minorities are being violated in India under Hindutva policies of Modi-led regime. In the 7th match of Pakistan Super League, Lahore Qalandars have set a victory target of 183 runs for Islamabad United at Qazafi Stadium in Lahore. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gv.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.